Welcome back to DVC Weekly. This is episode 93. My name is Jason Rippelding. I'm the broker of Buy and Sell DVC. I'm here with Scott Ferrioli.
I'm the owner of DVC-Rental.com and BuyandSellDVC.com.
And today is November 16th, 2022. So your 11-month window is going to be October 16th, 2023. And the 7th-month window is going to be June 16th, 2023. You still have some time to prepare for Thanksgiving, so you want to make sure everything is in order for that. And remember, if you're looking to sell a property or buy a property, BuyandSellDVC.com. If you need to rent out your points or rent some points or rent a confirmed reservation, it's DVC-Rental. Remember the dash to save the cash.com. And we're going to jump into annual dues. And I will tell you that the annual dues for 2023, they're going to be released, any day now. Yeah. And I just want to go over the annual dues. The annual dues, they cover your maintenance fees and taxes on your property. They are paid at the beginning of the year, regardless of your use year. Meaning, if you pay your dues in one lump sum, they're due by February 15th. Each year before you incur any late fees, and that doesn't matter if you own a February use year or you own a December use year. Of course, many people pay their dues monthly, and so if you set it up, you're paying January through December for 2023, and again, that doesn't matter if you're a February use year or a December use year. And I'll just give you an example, like Saratoga Springs, the dues for 2021 were $7.11 per point. 2022, $7.33 a point. And my guess for 2023 is $7.57 a point. We will see how close I will be.
I wouldn't mind a little bit lower. Most of my points are at Saratoga Springs, so, it doesn't have to keep jumping up. Again, not that it's going up that much, but, feel free to dial it back a little bit. You don't have to go all the way to 757. Let's keep it a little closer.
And then I just want to mention, annual dues are an important part of maintaining a DVC resort. They cover operating costs such as housekeeping and utilities, as well as the property taxes and upgrades. And right now, if you're purchasing and you're buying a property that has regular 2023 points, the seller's expecting you to pay the annual dues on those points. So you would pay the dues on those points. You would then be covered on dues until January 2024. 2024. When you start saying years, time just goes so fast. Yeah. And then if you're a seller and you say, well, hey, I want to list my property. I have all of my 2023 points intact. I'm going to be getting a bill for those dues. What should I do? I pay it in one lump sum. I pay it monthly, whatever the case. You want to continue to pay your dues as normal. You list your property. We're trying to get a buyer to pay the dues on those properties. So if you pay that bill in one lump sum, February 1st, and it closes March 15th, you're going to get reimbursed those dues that you paid at closing. And really, I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure everyone's aware of the annual dues. I know there's a lot of, members very aware of annual dues, but, when I see it on the discussion boards, generally speaking, it's new people, I believe, and it's people that are not owners. And then they might say, well, the annual dues is, quote unquote, where they get you, but it's not where they get you. Annual dues are a part of the ownership. And really the annual dues for the most part have always only gone up 3 to 5% per year. Vero Beach had the hurricane, I want to say back in 2004. And that's when they had their biggest spike of annual dues. Other than that, there hasn't been any, major spikes in annual dues. And it's going to be the cost to maintain your property.
Yeah, when you just brought that up, I was thinking, I had a conversation with somebody online the other day who was the similar type thing. I remember she sat there and said, it looks good, but they'll raise them at any point on you, and they can increase them whatever they want. I had to explain that, it's not like it's only once a year, and, they have to justify this. They have a whole breakdown of where all the dues go for. They can't just sit there and, a couple times a year say we're jacking up the prices and just make stuff up. I mean, everything is well documented, and it's for maintenance fees, and they're going to go up every year because they got to pay the cast members more and stuff happens. And every 7 years they're doing a hard refurbishment, and every 7 years they rotate. They're doing a soft refurb, so they're constantly doing upgrades and they're constantly rolling out brand new stuff. So I mean, this stuff does cost money, and I mean, it stinks that when dues go up, but I mean, you're hopefully at the end of the day getting a better product out of it, and you're getting great cast members. I mean, it's a necessary evil, but they can't just do it whenever they want, and they can't just jack it up 50% on you and think, haha, they got you. There's limits on stuff, and also, again, everything is fully documented. They're not just, it's not like, when, like say Disney Plus even, they can sit there and charge you whatever they want. They could go, $13 a month, we're now going to be $50 a month. They're allowed to do whatever they want with stuff like that. But with stuff with real estate, legally, it has to be documented and explained where all those dues are coming from. It's not just not random and, whatever they want.
Right. And I mean, he made a good point. I mean, part of the annual dues is what's called reserves for replacement. So, the TVs that are in Bay Lake Tower are not the same TVs that were in there in 2010. And, when technology advances or, beds get better, whatever the case may be, when you're in your villa 5 years from now, it's probably going to look different than it does today. And that's because of the annual dues. So you want that. You don't want, nobody wants Disney to say, okay, we built the beach club. Here's the beach club. We're never going to change a thing, and we're just going to keep rolling up the annual dues. No, that doesn't happen at all. The dues go up. Again, it's well documented. There's no person behind the annual dues saying, hey, I need to
skimming money on.
Yeah, I need 4 new cars this year, so the dues are going up. No, everything's documented. So I mean, so again, everything's always getting better. So, and like I say, the dues for the most part have always been, like 3 to 5% per year. So yes, it is a part of the ownership. And I just want to touch on that because again, the annual dues are going to be coming out any day now for 2023. So enough of the buy and sell side of things. Let's go on to the food review.
What's great with this food review is that I barely have to do anything because I went and I had lunch with my buddy, Chris Malek, who runs the Dub Dee Dub Revue podcast, couple weeks ago. We went to Beaches and Cream, so I'm gonna let Chris take it away now.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
Hey everybody, we're at Beaches and Cream. This is our buddy Chris Malek from the Dub Dee Dub Revue. He's got the Impossible Burger. It's impossible.
All right, so it's a plant-based product. Hello everybody. It's a plant-based product. It's got a onion like jam spread, and then it comes with vegan mayonnaise, which honestly guys, I'm always a little nervous about vegan mayonnaise, so I had him bring me out some real mayonnaise, but it's pretty good. It tastes kind of like a mayonnaise pesto.
I tried it. I thought the mayonnaise was good too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I've had plant-based burgers before, so I'm expecting it to be good. I think whenever Scott and I eat together, I think he kind of looks at it like a novelty, but the vegetarian products and plant-based products have gotten better. So
I'm not eating a lot of vegetarian stuff, so when I've got Chris here, I'm like, here, people want to see some vegetarian things.
Here, dude.
He's the guinea pig. Go ahead, man.
You do this. So Scott wanted me to go and...
I've had Impossible Burgers before, and I thought that they were actually very, very good. I mean, they say this is Impossible Burgers, so I'm assuming it's the brand Impossible Burger. So, in theory, hopefully this should be good, but we're going to see. Let's see what Mr. Malek says.
So I won't disgust you with my eating, so I'm going to take a bite here. I'm going to smash it down. Going to get a good bite. Did you see the tots? The golden brown tots?
Nice.
Before I eat this though, I just have to have you notice. Take a look at Mr. Scott's plate here. Scott, can we see, what do we got on your plate there, buddy?
I've got the chicken cheddar bacon ranch with some nice onion rings on there. I've got some veggies. I got chicken to try to be a little healthier, but I mean, it is covered with bacon and ranch and cheese, so healthy may not be the correct word.
And look at those golden brown onion rings, huh?
The onion rings do look delicious.
All right, here we go. Well, the multi-grain roll is a little hard.
It's hard? Okay.
Not hard, but got a weird density. Everything on the plate's designed to be like a
It's loud in here. I hope they're all able to hear you.
healthier option.
Yeah.
So they use this multi-grain malt. It's a little more dense, but good. It's tasty.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
About a 7.
it's just a straight 7?
Yeah. If you've not had like a vegetarian product though, try the Beyond Beef or the Impossible Burger. It's good. I mean, if you go into it with a negative mindset, it's going to be negative, but it's tasty.
All right.
It's pretty good.
Excellent. Well, greatly appreciate it, Mr. Malek. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, so we're back. Chris, again, mentioned he had the Impossible Burger. He gave it a straight 7. I tried to say not 7 point anything, just a straight 7, because I know you don't really like the round numbers, but he stuck with his 7, which is a decent score. I think he was being, if I'm being honest, I think he was being a little generous. I don't think he liked it as much as possibly he let on, but I mean, it's an Impossible Burger. Chris is vegetarian, well, technically pescatarian, but he doesn't eat beef. I've had some Impossible Burgers before, and I thought that they were actually very tasty. I didn't try this one personally, but it looked decent. I think it was probably a decent burger, nothing over the top. I'm sure he's had, and he mentioned to me off camera, he's definitely had better, non-meat burgers before. So probably not the greatest burger, but again, got a 7, so I guess it passes.
So I'm just curious, and I hope this isn't a silly question, but like on the Impossible Burgers, do you still like want it like a certain way, like medium rare, or?
Very good question. I don't know. There's no like doneness level.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I forget. I'm pretty sure they didn't ask him if he wanted it medium rare or anything. But I'm pretty sure it's not. But I've had
It's just one way.
It's just kind of one way. And I've had ones before with actually like the little red inside, and there's like pink inside, I should say, and it's got like juices. Like it's a lot of them like really. You'd be fooled that you would think that it was a real burger, and the taste was pretty spot on. I've looked at them before and I go, they're similar, like fat content. Like if you're looking just for like nutrition wise, it's not a great savings, but I guess it's just you're not eating red meat, so maybe it's better for your body overall. But still, like for like fat wise and calories, it's kind of right up there with like a regular burger. Personally, I'd rather have a regular burger, but
That sounds like a fun episode, though. If we had 2 burgers here for you, and then we don't, and
that
then
sounds like a fun episode.
and then we'd say, okay, here's this. Which one's the Impossible Burger? Which one's the regular?
You may be onto something. Maybe I think there could be an on-site somewhere video review where we do this. That's not a bad idea. I like that. All right.
Do you think you'd be confident that you get it correct, or
No.
No.
I 70% confidence.
Okay.
Because again, it depends. Because again, I had one once. I believe it was just like a Red Robin, and I'm pretty sure had I not known, if nobody had said anything, I probably would have been fooled. But if I knew one was an Impossible Burger and one was a regular burger, I might be able to tell the difference. So I think 70% sure I think I could. But if somebody just like snuck that in on me, like the one I had, I would have been like, oh, it's a pretty decent burger, and then the joke would have been on me.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds fun. And now wait, did he have any ice cream there or no?
We did have ice cream.
Okay.
We did have ice cream. It was Chris, my wife, and I. We went. We shared a banana split sundae and the No Way Jose.
Oh, nice.
Which I've had the No Way Jose before.
Wait, the No Way Jose, is that a peanut butter? And,
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's like, you ever been to Friendly's before?
Friendly's?
Friendly's
It's been a while.
Friendly's has almost the same exact thing. It's like a Reese's Pieces sundae type thing. What happened was normally I thought that they just did vanilla ice cream and we didn't read it. So I had mostly chocolate in it. I'm not a huge chocolate fan, like chocolate ice cream that is. So it was still good, but I would have much preferred it just to be vanilla or another flavor inside. But just, it's ice cream, peanut butter, hot fudge, whipped cream, and like Reese's Pieces on top.
Nice.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. And now we're on to the DVC-rental side of things.
So I figured I would just touch base because Christmas is upon us. The parks are fully decorated. Not all of the resorts are decorated just yet. They're just about done. I mean, I didn't realize this. I saw a while ago that on Halloween, they were actually decorating Beach Club. I saw they were putting up the carousel at Beach Club on Halloween. I never knew they did that early. I thought they at least waited till November 1st. But most of the parks, resorts, I think as of right now, are decorated. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 left. I definitely need to make sure I check out all of the parks this year. I'll go early on, like now I'm not going to get too close to the holidays because it's going to start getting very busy eventually. And again, with being local, I'm blacked out right around holidays as well. So I'm going to avoid them. If you're watching this, personally, I think the best resorts to check out for the holidays are Wilderness Lodge, Grand Floridian, and Animal Kingdom's Jumbo House. I think that they're the best inside. They've got the big tall trees, that are 40, 50 feet tall, something like that. Really, really decorated beautifully. They're all really nice and different. I know we mentioned earlier that like how close we are. We're getting really close to Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving this year, I'm actually going to be going to Dollywood. I did that a couple years ago, and then we took a break because of COVID. We couldn't go. But I'm back to Dollywood. You've never been to Dollywood before, right? Dollywood, I'm sorry, Disney. I think Dollywood blows away Disney at Christmas time, at least because they've only got really one park to do. So I guess they put all the effort into the one park. But like the whole park at night, like every single building is outlined with lights. It's just really, really well done. Disney does a good job for Christmas, but since they took away the Osborne family lights, which were really, really cool, I find that Dollywood is like the next best type thing. And I really enjoy going to Dollywood.
And where's Dollywood?
It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're taking about a 10-hour drive for us here in Florida. But again, looking forward to it. It's really cool because it's a lot more of an old-fashioned type Christmas, and they're playing like more country music, Christmas stuff, and it's a different atmosphere that I wasn't sure how I was going to enjoy it the first time I went, but really, really loved it. Had a great time visiting Dollywood, had a great time visiting during the holidays, and really looking forward to that.
Is it a resort or timeshare or both? Or
there's a ton of resorts there, and they do have the Dollywood Hotel. We're not staying there. We're staying off-site. We stay at a place called All Seasons Suites, which is probably a mile and a half from Dollywood. It's like right down the road. But we get like a 2-bedroom suite, and I think it's like $200 a night. So, much less expensive than Disney. It's also not the same quality as Disney. But we've stayed there before, nice continental breakfast, and they, make omelets and stuff like that. So inexpensive place. And what's absolutely fantastic, as you know right now, Disney's not selling annual passes. The Dollywood kind of, to go during the holidays, they've increased the prices this year, which stinks. A lot of people are upset about that. But an annual pass for Dollywood, I just want to specify that they offer pass that like, maybe I don't know if it's exactly like November 1st essentially, or maybe like October 15th. You get the whole rest of the year and then the following year. So like we're going to go this Thanksgiving, we bought the pass, and then our pass technically will be good all next year as well. And if we want, we can go next Thanksgiving also. And we get there. The only way to get it for the holidays is to buy their highest like gold pass, which comes with free parking, extra discounts and stuff. That annual pass for 15 months is like $230
per person?
Per person.
Wow.
Disney's like, I don't know, what was that, $1,000. And again, this is their top one, 15 months worth, free parking, 20% discounts here, all the like bonus stuff you get. It's a little over $200. I'm like,
our viewers turned into the show, and now they're Googling Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Dollywood.
Definitely check it out. We're a travel agent. We don't book Dollywood, though, but definitely look into Dollywood at some point, especially around the holidays, because Dollywood really does an amazing job at Christmas.
So you guys are there over Thanksgiving week?
Yes. We're there Thanksgiving week. We come home, I guess, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We start driving back.
Ohio State, Michigan Day?
Is it?
Yeah. Well, they always play now on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So
I did not know that.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
so
looking forward to that.
It sounds like good information. Hopefully, we listened about the decorations at the parks as well, and the resorts and the trees.
Yep, they're beautiful as well, and I got to make sure I hit all of them as well, which I have not yet. But I will definitely make sure I hit all the parks because, again, Disney does different things for each park, and they're very distinctive. The decorations at Hollywood Studios are some of my favorite because they're more of like the old time feel. They like Hollywood in like the 50s, 60s. So you've got more like tinsel and bright colored bulbs and stuff. So more Christmassy that way. That's always Christmas for me. Whereas Animal Kingdom, they've got much different, a little less lights, but they've got more like animal stuff, and they've got characters. And like I'm actually going to talk about that in an upcoming episode, I'm sure. But just very different parks they're all just so different that you definitely need to check all four out. And check out the resorts, especially Wilderness Lodge, Grand Floridian, and Jumbo House. You will not be upset about that.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to come back next week. Be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.